The Rapala jointed shad rap JSR-5 has long been regarded as a reliable crankbait amongst anglers, thanks to its unique jointed body and lively swimming action. Its design mimics the panic of an injured shad, giving off flash, vibration, and sound that attracts predatory fish from a distance. For species like bass, walleye, and pike, that combination is often too good to resist. Still, like any lure, the JSR-5 has both strengths and weaknesses, and knowing them can help you use it to its fullest potential. One of the biggest advantages of this lure is its natural action. The jointed body produces a wider, more exaggerated swimming motion than a traditional solid crankbait, which makes it appear vulnerable and easy to attack. Add in its built-in rattle and you've got a lure that not only looks alive, but also sounds like a struggling bait fish. The dual appeal makes it effective in a range of water clarities, especially when predators are feeding aggressively. A defining feature of the JSR-5 is its diving depth range of roughly 6 to 13 feet. That makes it a true mid-depth crankbait, designed to target fish holding off weed edges, along rock piles, over submerged timber, or suspended just above drop-offs. By casting long and using lighter line, anglers can reach the deeper side of that range, while shorter casts or thicker line keep the lure closer to the shallower end. The depth zone is a sweet spot in many lakes and rivers, where baitfish naturally congregate and predators often stage. Because the JSR-5 floats on the paws, you can work it just above cover without snagging too often, letting the rising motion mimic a shad gasping towards the surface. How you use this depth range is critical. Along weed lines, running the lure parallel so it just grazes by tops of vegetation is very effective for both bass and pike. In rocky areas, a slow retrieve that lets it occasionally tick the tops of stones creates a fleeing baitfish illusion that walleye often can't resist. Its ability to dive down into the strike zone and then float upwards on pauses is especially powerful for stop-and-go retrieves. The sudden rise after a pause frequently triggers those reaction bites, as fish interpret it as the last chance to grab an easy meal. Durability is another strength worth noting. Rapala's build quality is consistently high, and the JSR-5 holds up well through repeated strikes and collisions with cover. Its finishes are resilient, hooks are sharp, and the split rings are strong enough for hard-fighting fish. With multiple color patterns available, you can adapt to different conditions. Natural shad and silver hues excel in clear water, while brighter patterns like fire tiger and chartreuse pop in stained or low light conditions. Still, the JSR-5 isn't without its downsides. Its jointed body, while creating lifelike action, also adds drag, which can shorten casting distance compared to more compact crankbaits. That jointed construction also has a tendency to snag vegetation or debris more easily, making it less effective in dense weed cover. Additionally, while the rattle is beneficial in stained water or during aggressive feeding windows, it can spook fish in ultra-clear, highly pressured environments. In those cases, a quieter, more subtle lure may outperform it. Another limitation lies in its depth range. 6 to 13 feet is ideal for mid-depth fishing, of course, but it leaves gaps both above and below. When fish are feeding extremely shallow, in less than 5 feet of water, the JSR-5 runs too deep. On the other hand, if the fish are holding deeper than 15 feet, this lure will definitely struggle to reach them without additional weight. It excels in its design zone, but outside of that band, you'll want to find some other options. In the end, the Rapala jointed shad rap JSR-5 is a highly effective crankbait when used where it was designed to perform. Its exaggerated joint action, strong sound profile, and versatile 6 to 13 foot diving range makes it consistent for producing bass, walleye, and other predatory fish, while its casting distance, snag potential, and noisy rattle can be drawbacks in specific situations. These cons are outweighed when it's fished strategically in the right water. For anglers who understand its strengths and limitations, the JSR-5 remains one of the most dependable mid-depth crankbaits available. Take care, my friends.